Le parapluie passe de main en main vers le Parlement de Hong Kong. C'est là qu'on se bat avec la police. Les parapluies sont devenus le symbole des manifestants hongkongais. Ils servent à parer les projectiles de la police et les gaz lacrymogènes. Au fil des mois d'affrontements qui ne cessent de secouer Hong Kong, le Parlement est devenu une citadelle fortifiée. D'autant que ce n'est pas un soir comme les autres. Ce soir, les Hongkongais fêtent avec fracas le 5e anniversaire de la révolution des parapluies. En 2014, ce mouvement avait occupé les rues pour demander le suffrage universel. Ce qui était il y a 5 ans un mouvement de désobéissance civile demandant des libres élections s'est mué en révolte contre l'ordre politique imposé par Pékin. Dans les rues, une nouvelle génération a pris le relais. On les appelle frontliners. Ils sont très jeunes, de lycéens et des étudiants. C'est eux qui tiennent tête à la police, en première ligne des cortèges.
How old are you?
How old? 20, 22. 22.
22.
Yes.
Okay. Did you also demonstrate 5 years ago?
No, only this year.
Why?
Because the problem is more serious than 5 years ago.
Why were you demonstrating today?
5 years ago we lost, on the last day we said we will be back, and I think this is the moment we are back.
Place forte de la finance mondiale, Hong Kong abrite plus de 7 millions d'habitants. Cette ancienne colonie anglaise a été restituée à la Chine en 1997 et tente depuis de conserver son statut exceptionnel, sa liberté d'expression et une certaine autonomie. Mais Pékin a du mal à tolérer un tel foyer de liberté à sa porte. Et année après année, les relations entre Hong Kong et la Chine se sont tendues. À l'été 2019, Carrie Lam, la gouverneure de Hong Kong, instituée par Pékin, essaie de faire passer une loi autorisant l'extradition vers la Chine de citoyens hongkongais qui dérangent Pékin. L'opposition démocratique descend dans la rue et rappelle sa revendication historique, l'instauration du suffrage universel. La répression va être brutale. Depuis juin 2019, la police a tiré plus de 4000 cartouches lacrymogènes, quelques 1700 balles en caoutchouc et a effectué plus de 2000 arrestations. En plus du suffrage universel, la population demande désormais une enquête sur les brutalités policières.
Where did you get arrested?
I got arrested on the 30th of September in Mongkok. Like, they breached into my safe house and I got arrested.
How long were you in prison?
36 hours. The pepper water of the water cannon, like it will burn your feet and you can't really walk if your socks is soaked with those water. So I must get a pair of waterproof boots to protect myself.
Is it expensive?
Not quite, 700 something. I have my own team and we have like around 70 team members and all of us were organized and we have our own meeting and we discuss about what will we do each protest. My team is divided into 4 small teams and I'm one of the team leader, and I'm also the first aider of my own team. We have one team who are responsible to take the shield and to cover our other teammates, and another team is the scout team, which will dress casually and they will just stand in different places and give us information about where the police were. And the third team, they stand behind those who have shield and they will shoot bricks or marbles and stuff like that to the police. And the last team is what you call magicians. They use petrol bomb or corrosive liquids to attack the police.
Claudio Mo fait partie de cette minorité de parlementaires pro-démocratie. En 2014, lors du mouvement des parapluies, des élus comme elle pouvaient encore monter sur les barricades et empêcher les affrontements entre la police et les manifestants. Mais face à la violence de ces derniers mois, leur pouvoir de médiation s'affaiblit de jour en jour.
The average Hong Kong people are now feeling that police brutality has become so much, so rampant and so arbitrary. They just can't take anymore. I would say the usual peaceful, rational protesters in Hong Kong, i.e. probably the conservatives in a way, right? They want progress in a very peaceful way, kind of people. Even them are now giving their moral support to our so-called violent young. And many Hong Kong people feel the same. This is just not right. You don't beat up our young just like that. This hate and hostility between the young and the police has become insurmountable. They think this fight is their last fight and they have to carry on because if they stop, it would mean what happened, what they did previously would be all wasted. Free press, forget it. Free speech, you watch out. It's all very Orwellian and it's becoming very Orwellian in Hong Kong.
Fight for freedom! Fight for freedom! Fight for freedom! Fight for freedom!
S'organiser veut dire communiquer, et cette nouvelle génération a également révolutionné cet aspect. Dans le tourbillon des chats Telegram et des forums en ligne, la plateforme qui cartonne, c'est LIHKG, un forum hongkongais où tous les jours ils sont plus de 250 000 à discuter des actions à venir.
The forum is the best way to spread awareness into something that you're proposing. And I believe in collective intelligence. So say if there are 270,000 of us and thinking to improve something. And what I'm trying to say is people will always find the best ideas among the sea of comments. So LIHKG is crucial in that way. Otherwise, people's voices cannot be heard.
Yeah, this is from you guys. There are a lot of posts actually on the forum about how we could learn from the Yellow Vest movement. What is that? Oh my god.
Ouais. Oh, yeah, thief.
Parmi les photos des gilets jaunes qui ont le plus marqué à Hong Kong, celle-ci.
So in the second top comment, we see a car being turned sideways. And in the comment it says, if a few people work together, you don't need that many people to achieve this. That's a comment with 187 upvotes and only one downvote. So people agreed to this. So this post was made on July 31st. And it's talking about in France there were 106,000 people who joined the demonstration, and there were 8,000 participants in Paris. And then they were, so in Hong Kong we were amazed how there were only 8,000 people, but you could achieve more than 1.5 million euros of damage. We took that as an inspiration, and that maybe we should aim at financial damages.
So this is a map written by some Hong Kong developers. This map is a real-time map. So everything right here is updated real-time. So you can see the icons. The dog means the popo. Popo means the police. We call them popo. So sometimes when conflicts happen, or when you don't know where to go, you look at the map. So to see where you can escape or where you need to go to help, things like that. And yeah, I think almost all young people in Hong Kong is looking at the map.
There is no Carrie Lam on the map?
No. I think that's a good idea. We can add an icon for her.
What kind of icon would you choose?
I don't think it's a good word in TV, television.
It's okay.
And we sing hallelujah to the Lord. And we sing hallelujah to the Lord. Fuck the popo, I do it low mo, yeah. Fuck the popo, I do it low mo. Fuck the popo, I do it low mo, yeah. Fuck the popo, I do it low mo.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water.
Cette phrase de Bruce Lee, originaire de Hong Kong, a inspiré la tactique des manifestants.
Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
À quelques jours du 70e anniversaire de la Révolution chinoise, la tension monte. Soit l'eau, soit souple. Soit imprévisible. Soit l'eau ne te fait pas prendre. Mais parfois, les préceptes du plus célèbre acteur hongkongais ne suffisent pas. L'eau aussi peut se faire piéger.
It's just like, it's an abstract sentence. You can be anything you want. You can attack, you can protect yourself. Like us, sometimes we not staying in Hong Kong Island. We go to the airport. We tried it before, like occupy the airport like 3 to 4 days. And right there, it's absolutely no violence. And yeah, water can be any forms of shapes. At the time you game become very angry or very excited, you need to remember you are water. Keep calm.
Water can be very gentle, and it also can be very strong. It means that we need to think logically. We should retreat gently like water if we need to, and if we need to fight like as strong as ice. We should do things in different ways, in different situations. That's what I think.
Longhair est l'une des figures plus connues du Front pro-démocratie. Il lutte depuis des décennies contre les injustices sociales à Hong Kong, l'une des villes les plus inégalitaires au monde, où près d'1 million d'habitants vivent en dessous du seuil de pauvreté. Jusqu'en 2017, il siégeait au Parlement de Hong Kong avant d'en être radié. Il n'avait pas respecté le serment d'allégeance au régime chinois. Pendant le mouvement des parapluies, déjà, il avait eu ses différends avec Carrie Lam. Avant qu'elle ne prenne son poste de gouverneur, Longhair lui avait littéralement balancé ses critiques.
Be water is okay, but you can't always be water. I put water into this cup. It's a cup of water. They put loads, 100 tons of soil on top of it. No matter you change your form of existence, there's no water. Be water is only something related to the tactic. Tactic need to bind to the strategy. Strategy bind to the political program. Political program need to bind to some kind of theoretical analysis. Also the target as well. So whether it's a movement for universal suffrage or a movement for independence of Hong Kong. Is it?
You mean it's not clear now?
Not clear. Not clear. So the common ground is for the average people in Hong Kong is to stop the bloody police brutality in the first place. But if the government do not want to stop it, of course, they will think about that maybe there should be something changed in the government. That's how you build up the united front and the platform for the ordinary people to join in. So you cannot ask all of the people to become the militants of the forceful resistance.
Hong Kong people is willing to sacrifice everything to fight for their own freedom. They won't even care if it's their own life, their future, or anything else. If we got arrested on the field, maybe we will be charged as riot, and maybe we will put in prison for 10 years. And this is our future. Most of the protesters are students, but now they're sacrificing their own future for our Hong Kong. 攬炒, in my opinion, it means we're willing to do anything to fight against the government, and even though we die, the government must die with us. This is what it means.
Lam Chao est un mot d'ordre qui s'est imposé chez les manifestants lorsque la Chine a menacé de déployer l'armée pour faire face aux contestations. En cantonais, cela signifie « Si nous brûlons, vous brûlerez avec nous ». Au cas où, Paul a écrit une lettre d'adieu à ses proches.
Certains disent que quelqu'un mourra demain. Bien que je n'y crois pas, par précaution, j'écris cette lettre. Quand tu la liras, je serai déjà perdu, arrêté ou mort. Maman, tu dois être fière de moi, parce que je sais enfin distinguer les vrais du faux, et aller dans les rues contre l'injustice. S'il te plaît, brûle-moi une paire d'Adidas pour que je sois cool là-bas. Je suis content d'avoir été ton fils. Je t'aime, je t'aime, je t'aime. papa. Tout me disait que j'étais nul. Je t'ai prouvé maintenant que j'étais utile quand même. J'ai été très courageux au front. Bien que tu ne sois pas mon père biologique, tu t'es quand même occupé de moi, comme si j'étais ton fils. Et je t'en remercie. Ne brûle pas des bouquins. Brûle pour moi une PlayStation 4. Je t'aime. Mes amis, désolé d'être parti avant vous. J'espère que mon sacrifice aura servi à sauver quelqu'un. Dites à Max de ne pas trop parier. Dites aux fumeurs d'arrêter. Réservez une place pour moi quand vous irez dîner. Continuez la lutte. Et quand on aura gagné, dites-le moi. Je vous entendrai certainement.
Ce 1er octobre 2019, Hong Kong fête le 70e anniversaire de la révolution chinoise. La ville s'enflamme. De l'autre côté de la ville, des étudiants filment une scène qui va faire le tour du monde. Sang Chin-kin est un lycéen de 18 ans. La balle est passée à 3 cm de son cœur. Il ne survivra que par miracle. Au fil de cette journée, la police a tiré 6 coups de feu.
The government is keep on putting pressure on us, and in one way they're saying like they're trying to communicate and they're trying to negotiate with the protesters, but on the other hand they're using real bullets, tear gas and stuff. I really don't hope this happen, but if the police do use more deadly force, I'm ready to use or to find other ways to fight against the police.
武力嘅抗爭一定要有一個政治嘅綱領同埋一個論述先至能夠持久嘅，同呢個非和平非暴力嘅抗爭係一樣。如果我係我覺得一個要建造一個雙重權力嘅制度係重要過有武力。
The older generation just hasn't done enough for the young, and they are, or we are, now feeling somewhat guilty about letting the next generation down. We used to have huge protest marches, and at the end of it, we would declare a kind of sort of a tiny victory, that we won a tiny battle or something. We get rather pleased with ourselves. And what happens the next day? Oh, everyone goes back to work, back to school, and life is back to normal. And meanwhile, the things were getting worse and worse, and there was just too much complacency around in my time. It's true, the young are now facing so much competition from their counterparts from England, China. And so the young are now thinking that they haven't got that much future. They can't afford to move out of their parents' flats, for example. But having said all that, I'm not. I don't want to sound as though I'm belittling the young's aspirations and things. At the forefront, the most important thing, as far as they're concerned, is still we must in Hong Kong have true democracy.
Very last question. Where do you think you will be in 5 or 10 years from now? How do you imagine yourself?
Maybe I'll be in prison for being charged with riots in prison or stuff like that. But I hope 10 years later, Hong Kong people will not forget what happened today. And if we lost again, we will be back again. Maybe 5 years later, 10 years later. There must be a time that people can't, they can't just be silent. And I believe even though if we really lost this fight, one day we will win. That's what I believe.
Depuis sa restitution à la Chine, Hong Kong s'est mué en une ville rebelle. Dans les rues, on marche sur la tête du tout-puissant président chinois Xi Jinping. C'est la fin d'une époque, celle de la doctrine « un pays, deux systèmes », la devise qui avait régi les relations entre l'ancienne colonie et la Chine depuis 1997. Tout se passe comme si la Chine ne voulait plus qu'un seul système, contrôlé par elle. Au risque que les Hongkongais tournent définitivement le dos à Pékin. L'eau déborde et rien ne semble en mesure de l'arrêter.
Fuck the po,我屌你老母 Fuck the po, 我屌你老母 Fuck the po, 我屌你老母 警察手法邋遢，知法犯法，仲要咁撚串，你遲早玩撚完，係人都知你攬撚權，意志堅定，態度鮮明，講明不撤就不散，你搞啲濕鳩大龍鳳，你柒嘢一日有一彈，割隻再射波，柒撚到要射歌，快啲叫肥佬落嚟嗲兩句，快啲叫一哥，我哋罷工又罷課，唔係同你班傻閪玩，攞苦夠工上撚晒裝，當你晒咗當雞蛋啊！唔聽我哋要求，濕鳩下下要苗頭，見撚晒紅點會拖起態度我照狗 ，And we sing hallelujah to the Lord。And we sing hallelujah to the Lord. Fuck the po, 我屌你老母 Fuck the po, 我屌你老母 Fuck the po, 我屌你老母 Fuck the po, 我屌你老母 Fuck the po.
Merci d'avoir regardé ces programmes. N'hésitez pas à nous faire des retours dans les commentaires. Et pour nous soutenir, c'est par là.